Hello everyone! Today we're visiting Japan's extraordinary world of black watermelons, renowned for their dense color, exceptional sweetness, and eye-popping prices on the global stage. Often known as Densuke watermelons, they're famed for their rarity, glossy black rind, and robust flavor that sets them apart from everyday varieties. In this video, we'll explore how Japanese farmers meticulously cultivate these stunning melons, employing advanced agriculture technology and precise nurturing practices. By the end, you'll see just how much devotion and cutting-edge methods go into producing these highly prized black watermelons. Japan has long been associated with cultivating ultra-premium fruits. Think cubic watermelons, astronomical priced grapes, and perfectly round melons. Black watermelons follow this legacy, combining rarity with aesthetic and taste excellence. Often grown in small quantities, these melons can fetch thousands of yen, or hundreds of dollars, at specialty shops or auctions. They stand out with their dark, nearly ebony-colored rind, devoid of stripes, and a texture that's both crisp and juicy. Their sweet, rich flesh has an intense, lingering flavor that connoisseurs often describe as more refined than standard watermelons. This exclusivity emerges from exacting farm practices, carefully controlled environments, and a cultural commitment to quality over quantity. Regions like Hokkaido, famous for Densuke, provide moderate summers and cooler nights, which help melons develop a balanced sweetness. Farmers often select fields with well-draining soil and full sunlight. Additional plastic tunnels or greenhouses may extend the growing season, protect young seedlings from temperature swings, or shield mature fruits from heavy rainfall. Because black watermelons thrive under specific conditions, farmland designated for them is typically rotated or rested to prevent soil fatigue. Using organic or low-chemical farming strategies is also common, preserving terroir nuances and ensuring a premium final product. Seeds for black watermelons are prized. Some are developed by local research stations or private breeders focusing on rind darkness, high bricks, sweetness level, and consistent shape. Once chosen, seeds are germinated in nursery trays under controlled temperatures. Farmers closely monitor moisture. Too much can rot seeds, too little hinders germination. After a couple of weeks, vigorous seedlings with sturdy stems and healthy leaves transplant to the main field or greenhouse. Timing matters. Exposing young seedlings to harsh weather can stunt growth. In cooler northern climates like Hokkaido, planting often coincides with late spring to capitalize on summer's moderate warmth. Like other watermelon varieties, black watermelons spread vines outward. Farmers use raised beds covered with black or reflective mulch, preserving moisture and deterring weeds. Drip irrigation lines run under the mulch, providing consistent watering without wetting foliage, reducing disease risk. Some farmers prefer vertical trellising for smaller plots, but many keep vines on the ground, carefully arranged to avoid tangling. To guarantee proper pollination, commercial beehives or other pollinators are introduced during flowering. Japanese farmers might also employ hand pollination, especially for premium melons, brushing pollen from male to female flowers to ensure a controlled, robust fruit set. In modern Japanese melon farming, sensors and automation help fine-tune the environment. Soil moisture probes guide drip irrigation, preventing over or under watering. Temperature and humidity sensors in greenhouses automatically open vents or activate fans to maintain the ideal climate range. Data is often relayed to farmers' phones or tablets, enabling real-time adjustments. Robotic aids or conveyor belts may assist with tasks like weed removal, vine lifting, or harvest transport. In research plots, AI-driven cameras detect growth rates or early signs of disease. While these innovations won't replace the farmer's skill, they reduce labor and enhance consistency in managing large-scale premium melon fields. One defining trait of black watermelons is their glossy, jet black rind. Farmers shield developing fruits from direct sunlight or mechanical abrasion. Excess sun can cause rind streaks or fade. Techniques vary. Some use shade cloth or place specialized black covers on the fruit. Others meticulously prune surrounding leaves to modulate sun exposure, ensuring the rind's uniform color. Likewise, pest management is meticulous. Overheads like netting guard against birds or rodents, while integrated pest management (IPM) targets insects with minimal chemicals. The rind must remain flawless, free of scuffs or pest blemishes that degrade the fruit's high-end value. Balancing moisture is crucial. Too little shrinks melon size, too much dilutes sweetness or cracks the rind. Drip systems supply measured water, especially around fruit bulking phases. Similarly, fertilization plans are precise, often based on soil tests. Farmers alternate between basal organic compost and supplemental feeds like calcium or potassium to strengthen rind integrity and intensify sweetness. Some adopt stress irrigation near the final ripening stage, slightly limiting water to concentrate sugars in the melon's flesh. This technique, carefully monitored, gives black watermelons their signature sweetness. Overdoing it risks a stunted or inconsistent harvest. Determining perfect harvest timing is part science, part intuition. Sound test. Farmers thump the melon, listening for a deep, resonant tone. Tendril check. The curly vine tendril near the stem often browns when the melon matures. Sugar tests. Some use Brix meters to measure internal sweetness, stem and rind appearance. Subtle changes in rind sheen or slight dullness also offer clues. If harvested too soon, the flavor underwhelms. Too late, textures degrade. This delicacy demands daily orchard visits and sample cuts. Only melons meeting the strict sweetness threshold earn the black watermelon label for top-grade sale. Harvesting black watermelons is a delicate operation. Workers cradle each fruit to prevent bruising, snipping stems with sharp clippers. They lower melons onto padded crates or pallets lined with soft materials. The fruit is then transported, often by small motorized carts, to on-farm cooling stations or packing sheds. Pre-cooling swiftly reduces field heat, locking in freshness and extending shelf life. Some farmers store melons in temperature-controlled rooms at 10 to 15 degrees Celsius for a short while, verifying the fruit's final condition before packaging. In packing houses, staff inspect melons for diameter, color intensity, rind flawless condition, and uniform shape. Blemishes or irregular color patterns may knock a melon down to standard grade, used for local markets or processed products. The top-tier black watermelons, perfectly round, unscathed, meeting or exceeding Brix minimum, achieve the premium label. Each melon is weighed, typically ranging from 6 to 10 kilograms or more. Some are even bigger if orchard conditions favored maximum growth. Branding stickers or labels often include farm location and a unique serial number, emphasizing traceability. What truly sets black watermelons apart in Japan is the final presentation. Premium melons might be showcased in elegant gift boxes, lined with satin or cushion materials, complete with ribbons or calligraphy. Retailers or department stores pride themselves on eye-catching fruit displays that highlight these melons as luxurious gifts. Prices can skyrocket if a melon's shape or sweetness rating surpasses typical standards during special occasions like Father's Day or corporate gift seasons. These melons gain media spotlight, with some fetching jaw-dropping auction bids as a statement of exclusivity. Brands leverage narratives about small farm traditions, centuries-old techniques, and taste of the region to enhance perceived value. In Japan, black watermelons hold cultural importance for gift-giving, but farmers also cater to discerning local consumers seeking extraordinary fruit experiences. Internationally, a small portion of black melons find their way into premium grocery stores or high-end restaurants, especially in Asia or certain Middle Eastern markets. Strict phytosanitary rules, shipping costs, and short shelf life can limit widespread global distribution, but the mystique around these melons piques global curiosity. While black watermelons revolve around luxury, many growers embrace sustainable approaches. Minimal chemicals, IPM, and targeted organic sprays reduce pesticide load. Soil health, crop rotations, cover crops, and compost add fertility and reduce erosion. Water conservation, drip systems, and rainfall catchment optimize resources. The concept of motenai, avoiding waste, shapes orchard decisions. Farmers aim to convert misshapen or lesser quality fruits into juices, sorbets, or local refreshments rather than discarding them outright. Despite high returns, black watermelon farming is not without hurdles. Labor shortages, precision tasks like hand pollination, vine adjustment, and perfect harvest timing demand skilled workers. Unpredictable weather, typhoons, cold snaps, or heavy rains can damage vines or hamper fruit quality. Narrow demand. The niche market for extremely expensive melons can be susceptible to economic shifts. Farmers cope by collaborating in cooperatives, sharing resources like pollination teams or advanced greenhouse facilities, thus buffering risk and stabilizing supply. Agricultural research centers and private breeders constantly refine black watermelon genetics, targeting improved disease resistance, uniform coloring, or even higher sugar content. Trials in controlled labs or small test plots gather data on how new hybrids fare under varying temperature or soil conditions. If promising, these seeds eventually reach commercial growers, driving incremental yield or taste improvements year by year. Some black watermelon farms open their gates to tourists, offering orchard tours, melon tastings, and opportunities to learn about pollination or harvest. This interactive approach fosters brand loyalty, with visitors often purchasing melons or related products directly from the farm store. Local municipalities promote such agritourism to highlight regional specialties, uplifting rural economies. Seasonal festivals or produce fairs might feature live demonstrations, like a farmer delicately slicing open a prized black melon to reveal its succulent red interior. Such events capture the fruit's allure and let the public experience the passion behind each melon's creation. As climate patterns shift, orchard microclimates face new challenges. Unexpected heat waves can stress vines, intense rainfall or storms risk waterlogged soils or hail damage. Farmers introduce protective netting, improve drainage, or partial greenhouse roofing as prophylactic measures. Some test new heat-tolerant rootstocks, ensuring vines remain robust under warming trends. While black watermelon remains a specialized niche, proactive adaptation is key to preserving production volumes and consistently meeting consumer expectations for top-grade fruit. Skeptics may question whether any watermelon is worth the eye-watering prices, but in Japanese culture, where premium fruit symbolizes respect, gratitude, and status, black melons fulfill an important role. Gifting such a melon conveys generosity and a refined sense of taste. The labor-intensive, high-technology approach behind every black watermelon clarifies the price tag. It's not just fruit, but also a testament to craftsmanship and tradition. From planting a specialized seed to unveiling a perfectly round, midnight-hued rind, black watermelon farming in Japan showcases how care, technology, and cultural reverence can elevate a humble fruit into something extraordinary. Each melon's journey through climate-controlled environments, precise vine training, and gentle harvest culminates in a sweet, crisp bite that enthusiasts deem worth every yen. If you've enjoyed this foray into Japan's black watermelon phenomenon, consider subscribing for more behind-the-scenes stories of how extraordinary produce thrives worldwide. And next time you think of watermelons, remember these dark beauties that push the boundaries of fruit growing, where nature, science, and tradition converge to create an experience of rare taste and aesthetics.